The October attack incident is reshaping the regional dynamics across the Middle East. The troops are prepared, missions are deployed, and leaders are carefully planning their next moves. Not only that, the social media is flooded with diverse narratives so that they get the support to justify their actions. This war is narrative based, where both sides are playing blame game and bagging sympathy from rest of the world by showcasing their damage. I'm not telling that there is no suffering. I'm just telling that the leaders of this war are just selling these stories to justify their actions. The active players of war as of now are Israel and Hamas, with Israel as the only recognized government. Now, there is a concern of this war spreading as more militant groups are joining Hamas to oppose Israel. Not only that, the US deployed warships along the coast to support Israel, making the situation more intense. So, it is very important to know what is happening in Israel and what are the outcomes of this, and what happens if the war really spreads and countries started taking sides. Stick with the video till the last frame as we explore who are the key players, who is gaining the upper hand in this geopolitical game. Is this the starting point of bigger conflict? What should be the global concern now? What does the future hold in the wake of this war? And most importantly, when will this war end? Before understanding the roots of this conflict, it's important to know why it started in the first place. For 1,000 years, three religions, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, have been fighting over a small piece of land, especially this temple area, as it holds religious significance for all these three. The competition for control of the temple has persisted over the entire period, now extending to the entire region. Many Jews began migrating to the promised land around Jerusalem after Hitler started killing Jews in Holocaust. Palestinians saw this as a threat to their settlement, so the conflict. Skipping to year 1948, when UN divided this land into two parts, it turned this conflict into a border dispute. In the current scenario, the militant group Hamas, which controls the Gaza Strip, initiated an attack on Israel with 5,000 rockets on October 7th and started this war. Both sides have suffered significant human loss, and Palestinian citizens are facing the darkest phase of their country. The Israeli army is effort to eradicate terrorism in the area. Now, what makes this situation more complex is the involvement of new players such as Hezbollah and Houthis. The reason behind their participation is rooted to 1948, where all the adjacent Arab nations attacked Israel's state formation, as they are insecure about the Israel existence in the Middle East. And Iran still continues to oppose its existence by supporting these militant groups through training and providing arms. So, with all these players, who is going to win this war?
We're going to continue this to the end. We have to have victory. There's no substitute for victory, and we'll destroy Hamas.
You have to understand that there is no winner in this war, because if Israelis, with all their efforts, succeeded in suppressing the Hamas and rest of militants, is only giving an opportunity for the rebels and militants to breathe. Because with the present scenario of unemployment, lack of basic needs, and lack of nationalistic leaders, the Palestinian people in Gaza is only going to suffer more, and it makes the strip perfect breeding ground of militant
If you
groups.
want peace, destroy Hamas.
Israel needs to adopt other than violence, because a cat pushed to a corner will definitely attack back with no other option left. If Israel accepted its defeat and militants win this war, then world collectively have to accept the existence of terrorism in the area, and it might become the terrorist capital of world, and is a very bad news. So when will the war end? The conflict area is not filled with soldiers but with machines loaded with egoistic decisions of leaders, and each group is just adding more members to it, making it only worse. So presently we see a ceasefire situation, but only for a short period as said by its leaders. So every country must intervene to stop this before spilling into their areas. What should be the global concern? It is simple. The war should be everyone's concern. Because Israel wants to eradicate Hamas from Gaza
Hamas's
Strip,
military capability.
Iran is supporting militant groups. Hezbollah, Houthis, and many other militant groups are into action of fighting the Israel. US is at the shores of Israel with its warships. As many players are involved, and any one group, in the name of showing its power, can slide whole world into difficult situations. As the part of global concern, this conflict area is present at the world's largest trading route, and we should concern about global food prices and commodity prices. The world will witness many political and economic uncertainties with the ongoing Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Palestine wars. US is losing its dollar value for the first time as people are preferring gold as forex instead of US dollar for the raising global concerns. So de-dollarization would be one more change. And also the US is not the priority of world, so we may witness power shift. In the context of war, we are one wrong move away to start a full war. Please do like, share and subscribe to this channel.